Okay, hi everybody. Yesterday, they arrested more of these, sentenced more of these guys to prison that are pedophiles. This big fat pedophile ring that they busted around the world. Now, some of the pedophiles that they actually caught and arrested, some of them were actually from Kendal in New South Wales, where William Tyrrell went missing. So I don't think that they are involved with this. I don't think that that these pedophiles are a part of it in some way. They probably do know who's behind it, and they're not being properly investigated about it either. I mean, these pedophile rings know certain things. I mean, they're set up on certain forums, they're set up on the dark web, and they do this sort of stuff in chat rooms, and they know about certain things. I mean, these are the ones behind Madeleine McCann. They're the ones behind all that as well, especially the ones in Europe that are supported by gypsies. Of course, gypsies support paedophilia, and also those other groups in also the Catholic Church is to blame for some of it as well. And yeah, it's a big problem, paedophilia, and what the world has to do about it. I mean, they busted 24 blokes here in Australia doing it. There could have been a lot more than that. There could have been higher up people that they never looked at. The stuff about Jimmy Savile and all that sort of stuff is true. And they know about the big pedophile rings in Europe as well, in England, that they didn't talk about. I mean, the politicians there, they got blamed. 2 politicians got blamed for having affairs and stuff like that in Parliament and being basically judged for that. Because they're in the public life, they don't keep all things private, and they're saying that people like Jeanette Francis, who's a married woman and a feminist left-wing bitch, and a wog. She comes from a Lebanese Coptic Christian background, I think. She said on the ABC this week, and on Four Corners, they focused on the misconduct of 2 people in Parliament, 2 politicians in Parliament, over certain relationships, and then they talked about Barnaby Joyce and all the problems that he went through. I mean, I used to really not like Barnaby Joyce, but now I'm alright with him. I mean, I don't give a shit about the left anymore. All their freaking feminist, leftist bullshit doesn't really work in this world, whatsoever. And it's just, But yeah, they're not talking about the real stuff, the real pedophilia type stuff, and who they should be going after. They're not going after the right people. There's still, plenty of problems out there with pedophiles, and they're still not going after the right ones or the right people. They still haven't convicted the people or arrested people over William Tyrrell, and they're fighting over this German guy, over Madeleine McCann. So there's things in the world that they still haven't solved properly yet, and they're not talking about the real stuff behind it all either. And that's about it.